Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the middle. Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Trash. That's trash. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set up. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, come on, no, come on, no. Check 50, check 50. Recon, 132 fighter. Look at me. Door, fight.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
General West. Kill.
2nd and 5. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's got room. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go! Let's go now. And read. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the edge. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Let's go. At the 13-yard line. Now, 18 Gator. Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Let's go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Our time. It's our time. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey,
here's the 2nd and 7. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued.
50, plant. Check, 47. Man, I got you. Out.
Now. They'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off with great anticipation. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Cut. Check three.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Their next drive.
Pilot, 64, weak, shoot.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check. 29 is over. 29.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 7 yards there and a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam.
80 weapon. Smooth.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Check, 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 check. Where's the
Get it.
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now back to throw. And able to find Green. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they had. They did. I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Blue draw Corkers.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Alert flare, alert flare.
2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hard, hard. Hurry, hurry.
Come on, switch it.
Now.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Here we go again.
Go.
Here we go again. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Go, go.
47.
Shoot.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Go.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Ready?
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Ready?
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a switching them up from right up here in the booth.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Mike 29, I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Switch.
Go on.
Check 6 guys. Check. Check 99. Check 99.
Tight dog.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 50.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Hey, Delta.
I got one. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
Lead River.
He'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46.
Go. 30 base.
Who that?
No, Mike 52. Mike 52.
I'm here all day.
Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, defense.
Go.
Let's go, defense.
2nd and 9 now. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike, check. 59. Got you.
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Brushing off defenders. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Check 31. Check 31.
Slash 61. Matchbox lights. Shoot.
On first down, Mixon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Good job.
A 16-yard touchdown. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Henry, we got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They'll set up a throw over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You gonna see me? Tighten up, tighten up.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin.
Oh, tight end carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
That's what I do.
Rush in, rush in. Hey, check quarterback.
They'll try and run it here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On the ready.
Mike's
Greystone travel.
I'm coming.
check.
Get it ready.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Safety creep. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hit it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Both sevens and Mike. Let's go.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Bravo.
Watch a slant.
Yeah, 5.
They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the... He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Hey, watch the ball.
47 Mike.
Now, get it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Big edge.
80 weapon.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
3 buzz.
Hey. High 7. Big river.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 13 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He didn't. That's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And maybe a measure of revenge. But this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now they try the right side here. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Indy.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Let's go.
Ready.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight, D. Don't let him breathe, defense. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Snap.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Get that ball.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Mike's 47. Check Mike.
Yep.
Check Mike.
2nd and 5. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Hey,
Go. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Set. Took the outlaw. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 22 yards on the pickup there. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Go. 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2 to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Five.
4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Yeah, get it.
They'll look to throw, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go, go, go. Mike's 47. Mike.
Hey. Big grip.
They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. How are you going to make up for anything?
We'll see what they do here.